Good morning, I am Master Sailor Jeff Pike, coming from 14 Wing Annapolis Cafe. Today I'm going to do a PSP video on safe knife handling techniques. So when you're setting up a cutting board, make sure you always do a safe frag. I like to fold mine in half just to cover more area. Move your cutting board over, make sure it's firmly planted. From here we can go over a couple of different knives that are generally used in day-to-day in our kitchens and in my own life. So first and foremost, we have a serrated bread knife. This can be used for tomatoes, other things of that nature. This is a vegetable cleaver. It's my knife of choice. Just the shape of it enables me to do my job a little bit better. And a paring knife used for everyday tasks. So, part of safe knife handling is always ensuring you have a sharp knife. So, outside of using a sharpening stone, if you keep your knife sharp, usually all you'll have to use is a honing rod. Every time you pick up a knife, you also have one of these close by. Use this honing rod to deburr the knife. Generally, you want to run it at a 22-degree angle, thereabouts, and all you're doing is deburring it, which is refining the edge, and it's going to make it sharper. From there, move on to wiping your knife, just to take off any of the loose metal. For actual knife handling, you always want to make sure that you know where your knives are. For me personally, whenever I set a knife down, the blade is always pointed away from me. On the ships, we usually tuck our knives under the cutting board just in case if we take a roll, that thing you don't want it barreling at you. So for vegetables today, I'm going to show you how to do a carrot, zucchini, tomato, and onion. Quickly going through it. For me, carrots are always different shapes. When I'm cutting, I like to break things down into more manageable sizes. So moving on to hand movements before you start cutting, you always want to do the claw for your off-cut hand. And for your cutting hand, I choose the pinch grip. So you pinch it, you find the balance point of your knife, wrap your fingers around there. When you're doing loads of cutting like we do in the trade, I find this is easier on the wrists, easier on the body, less fatigue. So, going in for the initial cut, claw finger, move the blade in, and break it down to a more manageable size. And as you're moving and making all of your cuts, make sure that you're keeping a clean cutting area as to not miss anything or mess up your cuts. Again, for me, breaking things into more manageable sizes, just from this I could easily go into a large dice, small dice, any of that stuff, but again, manageable sizes. So I like to break mine down yet again, everything into manageable sizes. And from this size here, you can easily do a small dice, a medium dice, and you can do a large dice. Moving on to the tomato now. For this one, I'm going to pull out the bread knife, serrated. It makes cutting through that skin of the tomato that much easier. You can do any sort of cut with any sort of knife, but these are purpose made, and they're going to aid you in making better, more useful cuts. Safer cuts. So for tomatoes, there's a couple of different ways. You take your paring knife and carve out the core, and it goes with safe knife handling techniques. Cut the top off, which makes it a flat surface so it will not roll around on you. And using the serrated knife, you can effortlessly glide through the tomato, whereas with the straight edge knife, it's harder because you have to saw at it more to break that surface tension of the tomato. For onions, again, breaking things down into a more manageable size, I break it in half, and then from there, break it into more manageable I'm always keeping the pinch grip on my knife and the claw with my other hand. From there, medium dice and a larger dice. And from a sliced onion, you can also get your nice burger or fried onion slices. There's a million different videos on YouTube showing you more and more knife handling techniques if you want to learn. Or you can come see me at the kitchen. Moving on now to the zucchini. Again, manageable sizes. Lob the root ends off. Split it in half. And then from here, you can do your bias cuts, which is a good one if you plan on pan frying your zucchini, or if you're breaking it down for soup, split it into strips and do it into medium to large dice depending on what you're going to be using it for. Alright, I hope you found this video helpful. Have a good day.